The digitization of the land registry has been seen as the ultimate long-term solution to Kenya's land problems. But is it?
KTN's Ben Kitili now reports.
A scene that has become all too familiar over the years. On Monday, more than 8,000 protesters from Udheri Walari took to the streets. The bone of contention is a 22,000-acre piece of land in Maimahio, whose ownership is contested. The protesters claim that the land has been grabbed, yet they say they hold title deeds.
Na hisa ambao mashamba yao ni eka moja, eka mbili, hata eka 100. Na hawa watu wamefukuzwa kwa mashamba yao.
They are now asking Land Secretary Charity Ngilu to intervene and solve the crisis.
Ukienda kwa hiyo shamba unakibishwa na watu wanasema hiyo shamba ni yao. Na sisi ndio tuko na title deed.
And that is just one of hundreds of such cases across the country. A situation that the much anticipated digitization of land records is expected to address. The idea of a digital land registry is not a new one here in Kenya. Previous regimes have had the Lands Ministry try to initiate automation at Ardhi House, the latest being former Minister James Orengo and his permanent secretary Dorothy Angote. But it appears they barely scratched the surface.
Like the previous colleagues, the cabinet secretary must not stop at the preliminary stage, because this start up to the preliminary stage has been experienced before.
Ngilu says the digitization process will be rolled out gradually and that it will address all service delivery hitches concerning land.
We'll be as smooth as we can, as efficient as we can, to make sure that work can be done much faster.
However, experts warn that if the Lands Ministry does not complete the process, then there will be no difference from previous years when the exercise simply failed to take off.
The next bit would be, once they are procured and identified, what is the scheduled time of implementation? Say, scheduled time of laying the cabling, doing the servers, getting the PCs.
When the National Land Policy was drafted, it was projected to cost the taxpayer 10 billion shillings to implement. And with a good chunk of that set to go towards digitization, experts are confident that full automation is possible.
There are now the annual running costs of the projects, beyond purchase. The annual running cost of, say, paying for the connectivity, paying for the support that comes with the system.
Millions of shillings have been lost in fraudulent land deals, stalled court cases of land succession, and other activities aimed at protecting land and property rights. Therefore, the impact of a full implementation of digitization could be tremendous if done right.
Efforts or plans to digitize the lands registry started as far back as 2004, when the land policy was being drafted. And given the millions of shillings that will be pumped into the process, Kenyans will be hoping that computerization will solve land issues across the country once and for all. Ben Kitili, KTN.